Before the turn of the century, none of these malls would have survived, because there was simply no buying power among the people. Seeing this video may have given you the idea that there's no more difference between Western life and life in the Philippines. But that is only a fata morgana. There's still a lot of poverty among people. It may be less visible than before, but it is still there. Today I have shown you the nicest side of the country's economy. Next time, I will show you how the average Filipino lives. In the previous episode of Ormoc Revisited, I explained how the economic situation of the Ormocanans has improved over the last 2 decades. But that doesn't mean that poverty has been eradicated. Not at all. Many citizens still have a hard time making ends meet. This is the Ormoc City Food Park, where people who are not that well off can afford to buy some barbecue. Today I decided to have lunch among the locals. I ordered chicken on a stick, and I thought it would be easier to eat this with my hands. So I asked if they had some tissues to wipe the grease off of my hands. This is what they gave me. Yes, it is more fun in the Philippines. Most of the people who have their barbecue stands here still live in wooden houses, and they are not alone. My best friends in Ormoc, the ones that I refer to as my surrogate family, also live in wooden houses. In all those years that I know them, I have never been inside. They always came to my house before, but when I went to theirs, it was just to pick them up to go somewhere, and I never saw the interior. That is going to change today. I asked their permission to show my viewers what these houses, locally known as Bahay Kubo, look like inside. After the break, we will walk up to their houses, which cannot be reached by car, and we will have a look inside. What I saw there really shocked me. Hey, you are still watching. Does that mean you like this video? Because if you do, why not give me a thumbs up? Or even better, subscribe if you haven't done so already. You know it is free. And if you'd like to share your thoughts or experiences, that's what the comment section is for. But please keep it constructive. And now, without further ado, I will let you continue watching.
Hai. Halo. also the chick. The traditional Filipino house.
Salamat. Thank you very much. Thank you.
We are now at the Ormoc Public Market, where Filipinos buy their food and household products. It's quite a big market, and while you look around to see what's on offer, I feel a strong need to tell you how seeing the living conditions of these people affected me. Call me a sentimental old man, but I really had to hold back my tears when I saw the simplicity of these houses. In any European country, they would be labelled as substandard housing, or even be sealed off as uninhabitable. Seeing this almost made me feel guilty for living in a comfortable apartment with all modern amenities. Although I am not rich, the level of comfort exceeds that of these houses by far. At moments like this, I really wish I had a magic wand. But when I let it sink in after the initial shock, I realized that I was making a problem of something that is absolutely normal to them. These people were born and raised in such houses, and it doesn't bother them at all. As a matter of fact, they are happy, truly happy. You saw how the children were laughing and how the grandmother welcomed me. These are definitely not unhappy people. I have known them for 18 years and I never once heard them complain. This is life the way it is in the Philippines, and we, Westerners, should learn from their attitude. We complain when the drain is clogged or the television breaks down. We curse when our car won't start and get upset if our career plans don't work out the way we had hoped for. But we could learn a lesson or two from these people when it comes to humility and acceptance. Poverty makes people resilient, resourceful, and fosters their hands-on approach. When their houses are knocked down by a typhoon, they get up and solve the problem. They don't hire a contractor. They rebuild their house with their own bare hands, and each time this happens, they build it a little bit better than it was before. They don't sulk over what they have lost. They feel grateful for the opportunity to improve. These people earn our respect, not our compassion. Tonight I'm taking Sheila, her husband Abeth, and their children Carmela and Claire to my favourite restaurant. Berlin also came along. As they were sick when we went to Samar, this was the first time I met Abeth, and I was glad to have a conversation with him. Carmela and Claire were rather shy. They certainly didn't share the enthusiasm of Prince and Empress when they first met me. But every child has its own character, and I have to give them some more time to get to know me better. Sheila told me that they were a bit confused as to who I am. They first thought I was their mama's father, because Sheila calls me Daddy Paul. Thanks for watching this episode of Ormoc Revisited. Next week I am taking you to a place that looks like the Garden of Eden. But we won't meet a snake, we won't eat apples, and people there follow a slightly more sophisticated dressing code. Yet, this place was the romantic setting for a love affair I had 6 years ago.
Please subscribe to Daddy Paul's channel. Please subscribe to Daddy Paul's channel.